Welcome to Angel Readings with Nikki. Okay, we're going to be doing a channeled reading today, picking up any messages or information that we need as we go along. So we'll just select the cards that we're going to need from whichever deck. I'll bring an overall energy card in at the end. Okay. And we're asking for positive messages for what we need to know and for our greater good, and that will enrich our lives. And we pull archangels, angels, guardian angels, ancestors and positive elements to assist with the reading. And as always, I have reiki attuned, and I bring reiki into the readings as well for healing. We'll get the cards ready, and we're asking for any messages, anything to help with or assist our lives. I'm asking for someone who will be viewing the video. We're going to have someone with a block here. I feel like this might be a reading of two halves, so there might be two messages coming out. And I just keep going with the cards until I get a clean cut and a straight shuffle. That tells me that the cards are ready. Okay, so I'll taking two from the top of each deck, but I feel like we're getting two different readings coming through, so I will keep the cards separate as I feel it. And then we'll have an overall energy card for the cards that are on the table on the top. And that's from the middle, and then a card for an energy card for the cards on the bottom of the table. And that's the one from the top. Okay. So I'll put these ones to one side, we'll do them in a second. And we'll look at these cards to start. So you're receiving messages, you're a sensitive person, you already have angelic assistance and help, and you already have mediumistic skills, you're already clairsentient, which means that you have emotional feelings and physical reactions to things that are not necessarily your own. So you might feel someone else's energy, you might feel sad or hurt or in pain, but it's not your sadness and your hurt and your pain. And you know, you might have a physical pain, say in your shoulder or your hand, but there's nothing wrong with you, and it's not your pain, and you're actually picking up that pain and injury from someone else in your whoever you're close to at the moment. So they might be in the same room as you, and you're picking up on that, and you don't know why all of a sudden you've got this painful shoulder, or your throat is suddenly blocked and you can't speak, or you've got a sudden tummy ache. And that's you, that's your clairsentience, and you're picking that up. So that's a gift that you've already got. That's a gift that you've been born with, and it's because you're a sensitive and you're a light worker. You may find that you're extra sensitive in that you have heightened emotions, you get upset easily, or you feel super happy about things, and you're being told to recognize the emotions where you're picking up other people's emotions and other people's injuries and pain and other people's, I don't want to use the word drama, but other people's, it's like their existences, and you're picking, and so you've got like there's a whole load of voices and people trying to communicate all at once, and they're saying you're almost a little bit afraid of it, and you're not to be afraid of it. It's absolutely fine. You've got the Ask card, which is ask for angelic assistance, and ask. I feel you find this a little overwhelming, so that you find this with your sensitive nature, you find it overwhelming, which would explain why you've got your voodoo in blue card, because you want them, there are times when you want them to back off and you can't hear yourself thinking clearly. So you're aware that you've got all this, but what you need to do is you need to ask for our angelic assistance. So rather than just ignoring it all going on and thinking if you ignore it long enough or get angry enough, it will go away. Ask for angelic assistance and set limits. So say maybe while you're, and I feel it's an educational thing, school or college, that kind of level of education, when you're at, it feels more like college. I mean, I'm UK based, so for me this would be college, but I feel that if you might be American, you would still call it school. But while you're there, and there are other times where you don't want any interruption and you don't want to feel it, because you're in a room with loads, hundreds sometimes, of other people, and you don't need the bombardment. And that's how you would use it. You would use that word. You would use, it's a bombardment. I don't need it. I'm not here for that. I'm here for my education, and it's really affecting me, and I don't need it. And that's why you've got the back off card. With your back off card, bring in boundaries. So ask angelic assistance and set boundaries using both of these cards as a starting point and assistance, and say, when I'm there, you can't bother me. I'm not open. That's when I'm closed, and that's when I'm focusing on this and set those boundaries. Similarly, if you don't want to be bothered after 9 o'clock at night, say that's when I'm closed. I'm not open. You can't bother me then. You may still get dreams. That's going to come in. But the feelings of, you know, sometimes there's rage and there's anger. And it's not your rage and it's not your anger. And you don't want to have to deal with it. And you can set boundaries. But at the same time, I wouldn't say block it off completely. Have a time set aside where you will, with angelic help, develop it and acknowledge it. And you want to be in control of this. You don't want it to be in control of you, because you're already sensitive. And I really feel you'll be able to make, with this card, steady progress to develop it and control it, and not master it, but embrace it within your life and how you want to go forward. But you will need to set the boundaries, which is here, and you'll manage that by asking and setting your own boundaries and declaring during these times, at these times, I am closed. You can contact me during then and then. That's when I'm open. And be very firm about that, because Spirit wants to work with you, but it needs to know when. So I see you making steady progress on that. And I want to bring in this card, which is the Hawk, which is the messenger, because you've got messages to bring through, but you also need to send that message to them. So Spirit is trying to send you messages. That's what it says on this card. Spirit is trying to send you messages and open your greater vision to see the signs. Focus on priorities and eliminate distractions. So that's kind of bringing in when I'm open, when I'm closed. And you have your own educational priorities that you have to focus on. And you have a bright future. Let yourself ascend to new heights. So I see this energy card absolutely encompasses the whole reading. So that's like a fantastic confirmation card for everything we've discussed so far. So I would leave that with you. I feel like you will have to do a little bit of work to get there and to get to this stage, but it is achievable and you're more than capable, and I wish you well. Okay, our second reading, so what we'll do is we'll pop this all to one side, and then we'll bring in our second reading. We've got All Is Well, Callie. Archangel Michael is helping you with this situation, and it's already resolved. So this is something that you've been worrying about for some time. But first of all, you're getting the message, all is well. So even though it doesn't feel like it's resolved yet, and it still feels a bit up in the air, and actually you feel like it's not, and you do feel like it's not resolved and all is not well and it's not great, trust that it is and accept that it is, because with your acceptance comes free will, and then it is resolved and you're moving forward. And trust the message that you're getting here. Archangel Michael, you can ask Archangel Michael to help you with this situation moving forward. If you need to ask him for help today for the All Is Well card, that's absolutely fine. What I would say is, when you're calling Archangel Michael in to help you with this situation, ask him to come in with strength and force. And if you want ties severed, to sever ties, you want him to come in with the force of Callie. And Callie is a really strong, no nonsense, no BS force. She won't take any nonsense. She will deal with it. And that's what you're asking Archangel Michael to come in with. He's more than capable. You know, more so than, say, Callie. He's right up there as an archangel. But you've got the duality, and that's what's important, is you've got the feminine and the masculine energies, and you're asking them both to work in unison together with the same force as each other, and you will get that. With Kali's card, you're also getting from death comes rebirth. So as this situation is resolved, not a new situation will begin, but kind of a new situation will develop that you're going to embrace. You've got the card, this situation is already resolved. That's with this card, but you're bringing in these energies, so know that you're going to have this card going forward. So the ongoing new development, the situation is already resolved. And I kind of would bring in like the Ocean card, which isn't on the table, but I would bring that in and say, you don't fight the tide. Go with the flow. Accept that it's resolved. Accept that you're moving forward, and accept that you've had Kali's and Archangel Michael's assistance. And take that forward and use that energy to continue forward and develop yourself, because you're developing and taking, you don't want to take the wrong energy forward, you want to take positive energy forward. So you trust all is well and draw a line. Ask for the Kali's and the angelic help, and then draw a line under it and trust that the situation is already resolved, because you don't want to keep carrying doubt, which is a negative emotion and a negative energy. You don't want to be carrying the doubt forward, because that recreates more problems. Now we're going to bring in the energy card here, which is the Black Bear, which is Guardian. So trust, along with this card, that you're being cared for, you're being watched over, and all is well. So the Black Bear is a gentle and wise protector to give you confidence and power, which I feel like you need at the moment. So it says, help me protect the ones I love and awaken my intuition and guide me. And that's all come through on this reading. So you've asked for your help, and you've got your I mean, I think of Kali as like a mama bear. She's not going to take any nonsense, and you've got the bear come through, and you're asking for your protection and your guidance and your power, which you're getting, and you're moving forward, trusting that the situation with the Guardian card, which is the Black Bear, trusting that it's all being resolved. It's happened, it's done, and it's resolved, and you're moving forward. But you'll be carrying this energy with you, which is the mama bear energy as well. You're not going to take any more nonsense. You're not going to take any more nonsense or BS or crap. And it's resolved. And it's as simple as that. It's resolved. You're moving forward now. And you keep that energy with you at all times. And you take a screenshot of your cards here to say, it's resolved. Carry this energy with you, and when you need reminding, look at the picture. Remember that you had the most powerful forces on this table. You had Archangel Michael, you've got Kali, and you've got the Black Bear. The Black Bear is the Guardian, and a force not to be reckoned with generally. You've got Kali, who is fierce, and she says, from death comes rebirth. The old has gone, the new has started. And Archangel Michael, who again is a warrior angel and who won't take any nonsense and can sever any ties and get rid of any blocks that's needed. He's an absolute protector. Know that all is well, and trust that, and know that the situation that you're worrying about has been resolved, and move forward. And don't doubt. Don't bring doubt into the equation, because doubt is negative, and if you take the doubt or you worry that it hasn't been resolved, if you're taking that forward, you're subconsciously recreating the same problem again. So trust it, ask for help from both of these entities. Ask for help. Know that you've got it. That's the most important thing. Know that you've got it. The situation was resolved. You're moving forward with this energy card. and put it to bed. And don't take in and don't reflect back on it anymore. Just put it to bed and move forward with confidence. Thank you for watching. I've absolutely loved doing these readings for you. See you soon. Take care.